I just shifted everything back left to get away from that fence, and that left leg just stuck and absorbed that entire impact. Yeah.
That had to be terrifying.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I think I had to tell John that story 2 or 3 times before he quit asking. My name's Nicholas Scott. I fell roughly 27 foot off a power pole and broke my leg in 2 places and completely tore everything in my knee. It was definitely terrifying. It was not a fun feeling. I had to wait 8 weeks before I could even try physiotherapy while my leg was in an immobilizer. But then as soon as that happened, they started assessing how bad my knee was. And once they realized, okay, well, the ACL and all the meniscus are torn and pretty much not there anymore.
Yeah.
It was a no-brainer that I had to come to physical therapy. A little bit, but there really wasn't much I could do. And that was one of the big things of when I came into physical therapy, was finding a program that worked in the aspect of I couldn't put any weight on that leg. We had to get a little creative doing land-based stuff that was not weight bearing, and then we ended up I took advantage of the aquatic therapy, and where I couldn't put any weight on it here, I was able to get in there and do a lot of the exercises because my knee was to the point, even just tightening the muscles, that knee would pop out of place. It was pretty much everything, especially since I've got a 1-year-old daughter, or at the time she was in between not a year old and a year old. So through this process, I went through first birthday and learning how to walk with my little ones. So there's a lot that I wasn't able to do, and it's weird because for a while when I was low weight bearing and I was on the crutches, I was doing the toe tapping with it. And my 1-year-old, that's how she started walking, was on her left leg. She would sit there and walk on her tippy toes because that's how I was walking. I started by talking to a bunch of coworkers. I had a couple coworkers that I knew had gone to physical therapy for various things, whether it was a back or shoulder or knees, and I'd talk to them, and both the guys I talked to recommended John, and then when I started talking to other people, they all kind of leaned towards the same way, going towards John. It's not Baylor, Scott and White and St. Joseph. You get more of a family feel coming to trade winds. In my opinion, you have that one-on-one connection and level of personal connection, I guess, coming here rather than over there. I came long enough that you create a relationship with Lonnie and John and everybody around here, because it has a family feel to it. You're not just another patient. They look at you, okay, you're a person, this is what we need to do to get you where you need to be, and they'll do anything they can to help you. I'm pretty much back to everything I was doing before. Being a lineman, one of the big things that we do in our career is climb, and even when I left therapy and started easing back into my day-to-day tasks, John would check on you and see, hey, how's everything going with this? I know you have to do it. How's the knee tolerating what's going on? It's just a great organization. If you need anything, they're there to help you with it. When we were going through the process of getting my surgery approved, there was some notes that were missing on Baylor, Scott and White's side, and Lonnie and John did everything they could to help get with the insurance company and find out, okay, what's missing, what do we need to do to get this surgery approved, because regardless it has to get done. We can't push it off. And then after I had my surgery, there were some stitches that didn't dissolve that had started to get infected, and right away John had caught it and said, hey, no, something's not right there. We're stopping therapy. Let's get you into the doctor right away. And he went out of his way to contact the doctor and say, hey, we need to get him in. Something's wrong with us. When you come to trade winds, you're getting what you're paying for, what your insurance company's paying for. You don't go in and, hey, you have 40 minutes and you're done. You go in and they're going to do what you have to do to get you feeling better. And I would recommend it to anyone. I think it's one of the best in the area, without having to drive 2-3 hours away. You can get what you need to get done, and they're not going to lead you astray. They're going to push you in the right direction and make sure that you're doing what you need to do to get everything fixed and feeling better. And they're going to follow up with you. They're not going to let you push yourself too hard, but they're not going to let you slack off as well. They're going to make sure that you're putting in your effort to get better.